this video, I'm going to be testing out 7 different ways to texture polymer clay and also show you how I shade it. The different tools I'm going to be testing are 3 different types of toothbrushes, 2 grits of sandpaper, and 2 ways of using aluminum foil. So this first toothbrush I'm testing is one I got for free from the dentist, and it's one of my favorites, so it's not really testing, it's more like showing you how it works. But it has really soft bristles so that it's easier. Instead of over texturing and having to throw it all away, you can just gradually build up the texture. So this one has these weird rubber things, and I cut off the tip so that it was more even of a surface, and I don't like it much. It kind of, like, it over textures right at the start. You can't gradually build it up like I said, but it does work fine because I was using it for a while before I got my other toothbrushes. This last toothbrush is a travel toothbrush, and it's one of my favorite tools for texturing. I used it a lot and then I found the first one, but my only problem is that it has a base that it like sticks out a lot, and it makes it hard to texture flat pieces like this one, and it forces me to use the tip, and I would much rather use the middle. Moving on to the sandpaper. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of white flecks and like different dust particles in there. It's really dirty sandpaper, so I just take some scrap clay to clean it, and I just press my sandpaper into the scrap clay as if I was texturing it. And this goes for all sandpaper, whether it looks dirty or not, because I can almost guarantee you that it does have dirt and dust in it. So to texture your clay with sandpaper, you basically just want to press the sandpaper into the clay, and if it has a flat base, then do it on the sides. It should have a flat base. But the only thing is that if you're working on glass like me, you can, or like ceramic, you can scratch up your surface by accident with the sandpaper. So just be careful of that, and you might want to do it like on a piece of paper so you don't scratch it up. So here is this much coarser grit of sandpaper, and I really like it because you can just press it down once, but it can scratch up the surface again and even more noticeably. But other than that, I do love the sandpaper. It just makes it really pretty, and it doesn't make like a pattern like the foil, as you'll see in a minute. So here's the aluminum foil, and I love aluminum foil because pretty much everyone has it in their homes, but it's not my favorite for texturing. You basically just want to roll it into a ball, and then don't tap it on the surface like that because it makes a pattern. You have to roll it around, and you also, it's hard to do the sides, and it kind of makes it lopsided, but it does add good texture. Like, it does look like a cookie. Most people use it on cookies, but I prefer to just use a toothbrush because that's what's easiest for me. That's just my preference. You can obviously do whatever you want. Here's the other foil method. You basically just want to crumple it up and then uncrumple it almost all the way, and then you just press it over your cookie. And I like it because you only have to do it, well, you don't have to do it only once, but you can just press it over like that, and you don't have to worry about the sides too much. But you do have to go over it again with a toothbrush or the other foil method because it doesn't texture enough. So to shade my polymer clay, I like to use chalk pastels. You can also use eyeshadow, but I like to use this golden brown color. And I just shave it into a little plastic container with an X-Acto knife. And I also used a couple other browns and just shook it up. If you work on glass like I do, you would know that chalk pastel is very hard to clean off. So what I do is I just take a piece of plastic or a plastic lid or even just a piece of paper to work on. So to shade my clay, I'm just putting it down on my surface that I'm using now. And I'm texturing it one more time just in case. And I'm taking a really fluffy brush, like don't take a stiff one. And I'm just shading the outside edges. You don't want to go in the inside because it's cookies aren't really brown and please don't add as much as I did. I added way too much and don't follow my example. To shade more domed shapes, I actually start at the top because it gets browned on the top and not as much on the side. And I added way too much here again, but you get the idea, more on top and less on the bottom.